Mr. Pocketnaught, send me my invite, post-haste. Why would Syria collapse? Syria is a strong nation. You tomfoolerist. If you land on the mine, is that gonna be a problem for the... Guys, the session has gotten off to an explosive start. Can we have like a lethal gambling mod? All of the excess that you have after meeting quota, you can gamble that. In fact, you have to gamble that. You know, someone could take their eye out. We should just give more to the company. I think they deserve it. Wait, did he just put the app...
Oh, damn, that sucks. Oh, shit.
You just needed someone without a... What? No! Why? We just got fined for no reason. Is there a way that you can get a loan from the company with like a really high interest rate? This rends the heart. No, this is Vow, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, bitch.
You don't know shit about dick, cunt. I'm sorry for being so mean to you.
I forgive you.
Just kidding, suck my dick.
I still forgive you.
Aw, you're like Jesus in that sense. Eldritch creatures lie.
The inverse teleporter is 425.
Oh, there was a bracken this whole time and I didn't even fucking notice because I'm an idiot. Seems doubtful that I'll survive this situ. Oh! What I find most fascinating about this game is that it's constantly hitting you with catch-22s. You're forced to accept a situation that is absurd and you cannot do anything about. This definitely reminds me of what Kafka stories would be like if they were set in a sci-fi setting. There's no way of revolting against the company either. It's almighty. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and today we... Did you think that maybe like the company is the real monster this whole time? The thing that I find interesting about the enemies in this game is that, as a human player, because they're aliens and very similar to us in the sense of being like, thinking it has a right to exist, we realize that we don't actually have more of a right to exist than it does, and so it can just eat us. I think we're being given like a very specific slice of what capitalism would turn into if it was given a realistic sci-fi setting. I do find this game very like existentially frightening. I mean, it's got very good like tension and stuff, but it's so depressing to work for this company. It's slavery. You are just a slave.
I mean, yeah.
It's not even wage slavery because the only wages they give you are immediately, you know, folded back into the company by buying walkie-talkies and stuff.
I mean, look at Amazon for example. You know, there's strange similarities.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have things like the piss bottles and the anti-union activity. It's very clear that whatever they can get away with doing, they will do. Usually people are very specialized, and there's no one who can, like, do it all. And billionaires seem like they want to be the kind of larger-than-life people that, you know, hero stories are told about. Oh, I don't like the look of that. If I don't look at it, then it doesn't exist. You actually can be put in unwinnable situations.
Yeah, which is why playing solo sucks.
Yeah, but it's also a very interesting thing, isn't it? I think, like, in a game, you want like a guaranteed way to have enough skill to get through it. But in this, you're robbed of that ability, and that's how a lot of life works. You don't know anything about the company, you have no right or access to information, and it's like just this behemoth that you have to just look at and accept as your god. I choose not to be helpful. I choose to jeopardize the team as much as possible. Fail the quota as early as possible, because then you might get a couple days to just fly around and appreciate life before you are killed. The reality of it is that they give you 3 days to work, and if you don't meet the quota, you're murdered.
Goodbye, life.
This is all your life will ever be. He murdered 3 of his comrades so that they could meet the profit quota. This could be an actual situation, it's a cartoonish game, but if you were put under these circumstances, you would have to kill your 3 teammates. Think about the dilemma you have. Everyone except you dies, and you get to live a little bit longer, or every single one of you dies. It's the morally good option to to kill your friends. You get money that is shared between you. It's basically assigned to the ship, so you can buy stuff from the company, and then they immediately make that money back. You can't buy from anyone else. So the only entity that can actually own anything is the company.
Oh, the keys count as val. I have to sell all the keys. Oh my god.
Oh, now I regret murdering my 3 comrades that quickly, huh? He's an idiot. He should have done it at the end and not the beginning. This game also puts a cash value on someone's life. Like one person's life. 5 credits. And a whoopee cushion is worth 12 credits.
Farting device is worth more than you.
Yes, you have about 1/3 of the value of a screw. No, maybe 20%. You know, companies like to give you something to aspire to, but this one doesn't because it doesn't need to. It already controls you completely. Yeah, I thought that that was strangely poetic, that the guy needed to survive himself, but he needed to kill his friends. Otherwise everyone would have died, right? But it turns out we all would have died anyway, and there was no point to him killing people. The reason I'm afraid of this game is that I believe it accurately represents the future. It's so believable. It has a fantastical setting, but I totally believe this could be real. You have to work forever, and there's no reprieve. You have no time off. All you're doing is collecting things and trying not to die.
I wonder if our characters have families, like, you know what I mean?
I say that it doesn't matter if we had families, because there's no way we would ever be allowed to see them. I think it's more fun. I mean, I like playing with friends, obviously. But I think this is a game that is more entertaining to watch than it is to play. Because, damn it, we're here again.
Oh wait, no, that's the car.
I think that the gameplay loop is ridiculous. I think it's a nonsensical gameplay loop. Go out, collect things, take them back. Right, that is all, and they're not even interesting objects. The thing that gives you a sense of satisfaction when you complete a gameplay loop is that you own something tangible. But with this thing, you never own what you collect, you're just storing it on the ship, and you never even own your paycheck. You also get given nothing.
Yeah, but I would have to say it kind of simulates like the never-ending job that a lot of people have.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes it unfun. It's like, it actually is like work, it's not like a game.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like how like some days at work you feel like a real sense of satisfaction for getting work done fast and well, because you feel like you're a better employee. But, yeah,
It's weird to me though, because you're not getting any of the reward for it. The thing that would actually make me happy at the end of the day for being a good employee is getting fucking paid. If you think someone's work ethic is shitty, you're more likely to think of them as a lazy, shitty person. If you think that working hard inherently is a good thing, then I would invite you to consider this game's example. It doesn't matter how hard you work, you're going in the grinder when you're not making them enough money.
yeah, but I feel like this simulates the dead-end job more so than like...
Well, literally dead-end job.
Yeah, it's... like, yeah, I'll do whatever us tells me I get paid.
Yeah.
And most of the time, those people don't end up successful because they just don't leave it. It's the same people that like enter like toxic relationships.
I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I mean, think about this game. How could you leave the job?
How can you leave the job?
Yeah, how could you leave this
for
job?
This one, can't.
You can't. If you need money to survive, and your dead-end job is the only way of getting money, do you have a choice? And I think that the only way to rebel against it is to not collect a single thing, and just walk around the space places for a few days. I'm sure that if this game was reality, then they would actually surveil you at every moment, so that they knew you were working at all times.
I wonder what the lore about our people is, because like if this is their like last choice.
Well, they were never given a choice to begin with. You are here because you had no choice.
Well, I mean, like, how did they come on like be part of this company? I'm sure they got hired somehow. They just like they knew the risk. Like working on an oil rig. They know the risk, but they do it anyways because they need the money. So like, Is it just for
I
here,
think
like,
that,
do they
why are
need the
you
money?
thinking about risk when you're thinking about this job? Because what this job entails is certain death.
Well, it doesn't entirely.
No,
It's
yes
just
it does.
gameplay.
It actually
You do
does. The
everything
quota will
properly.
continue to rise.
Well, yeah, but obviously for gameplay, you can't leave.
It's not for
So,
gameplay.
okay.
The more accurate descriptive word of your relationship to the company is slave, not employee. It's slavery plus something. Plus, the company is pretending to be your friend. And that's something that makes it a lot more painful. It's that they'll lie to your face about them owning you. Oh my god, your walking animation has stopped and it looks fucking hilarious. Your boss will pretend to be your friend in the 21st century. And they don't even have the decency to, like, truly represent the kind of master and slave situation of, like, a factory owner.
So that's why so many of these like like workplaces are like so dangerous.
Exactly. Well, I
You're
think...
not doing it for the company. You're doing it for me. You're helping me out.
Right, and that's when things get almost cult-like, right? That if you have... Usually, the father of the, you know, family business will have dictatorial power over the business, and since the business is their livelihood, he controls every member of the family's livelihood. You control their livelihood, you control their lives. There's a
okay.
yellow place. Not to mean Asian, obviously. What a Catch-22 is when you're put into an unwinnable situation, basically. Like, if I held a gun to you and then asked you to commit a crime, and then you got prosecuted for the crime, we don't live another day. The company keeps us alive for a little bit longer. We aren't living life. Life is not this. This is just work. Just like jerking off the fucking flashlight for no reason. Some people are addicted to Lethal Company. Lethal Company is work. What can we infer from this? Do you think that it would be possible for an employee of the Lethal Company to be greedy?
Oh, 100%.
How?
Think about it. When you go to like, oh wait, I can make more and more. Even if like everyone's like telling you, hey, we need to go. Like, no, just a little bit more, just a little bit more.
The main part of greed is the desire to own something, whether it be money or whatever, right?
Well, yeah. But greed also can be extended to not even owning things, but the greed of like just having, well, because we're getting technical.
Oh, fucking shit!
Oh shit.
My main argument would be this. In order to be greedy, you need to have something, right? You need to have something that you want to protect and own. But you can't own anything in this universe. Dead end. Do you think if you weren't allowed to talk in this game, it would still be fun to play?
No.
What does that tell you about the gameplay loop?
Hurry up. It's on the stairs! It's on the stairs! Yo, what? Dog, what the fuck?
Oh, it's off the stairs as well. Oh dear, a Catch-22. There are two places in existence. The stairs and not the stairs.
Tragedy. Tragedy.
Tragedy.
The comedy one doesn't kill you immediately. The tragedy one does.
I don't know why I can't say it.
English is very hard, much like me. Think about how ridiculous it is that
It struck the
being struck by lightning is a routine workplace hazard. The only real way to play this game is to find the quickest way to kill yourself.